أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحابته أجمعين أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I seek refuge in Allah against their cause, shaitan. I begin in the mighty name of Allah, the ever gracious, the ever merciful. All praise is due to Allah, we thank Him. We seek Allah's choicest blessings upon Him, upon members of His worthy household, His courageous companions, and upon all those who continue to follow their footsteps till the day of accounting. Thereafter, I extend the best courtesy by saying may Allah's peace and blessings abide with us. Good morning and welcome to this segment of SAHUR Live. My name is Tawfiq Abdulaziz. We've been talking about the dangers of disunity, so we want to quickly end it with the fact that one day, Rasulullah held a bunch of broom. He took a strand from it, gave it to someone. He took another stick, gave it to another person. He took and gave to them. And he said, break it. They all broke it without effort. Then he gave one of them the bunch and said, break it. He was not able to break it. He said, this is the similitude of unity and strength. If you are disunited, you are weak, you are vulnerable, and you could be easily broken, like the stick of the broom that you broke. But if you are united, it will be difficult to break you. An example of the dangers of disunity, which is weakness, which is defeat, vulnerability, which is evil, is the event at Uhud. Like I said before, disunity comes from disobedience to the leadership. Whether the leadership is weak, poor, or zero. Zero is the worst. Whether the leadership is weak or poor, once you have the courage to disobey the leader, to criticize the leader, to turn away from the leader, then you have caused disunity. And then you will break the ummah. The Prophet ﷺ was the leader, and he told 50 archers that even if you see Muslims being killed, being butchered, whatever happened to any Muslim today, don't leave this post. And they obeyed until Allah gave them victory. And people were rushing to take spoils of war, ganimat. And then disunity came. Shaitan came to them. So disunity is basically caused by shaitan, making people disobey the leaders. Shaitan told them, well, the war had ended. The Prophet said we should not leave this place while the war lasted. But the war has ended. Let us go and partake in the booty. They initially argued, and then they obeyed the evil authority, and they left. And then Khalid bin Walid, who was a kafir then, used the opportunity to enter into the Muslims and wreaked havoc. Disunity will weaken us. Disunity will make us vulnerable. Disunity will further worsen our situation. Disunity makes man fail, even if it is from home. If the husband and wife do not live together, like I've said before, then they have weakened the authority of the home. If they don't have a united opinion about any matter in the home, they have destroyed the home. May Allah give us unity. Finally, today we want to talk about the place of Sharia. Indeed, the place of Sharia in regulating societal conduct. MashaAllah. The Sharia is Allah's platform, mechanism to reconstruct the world. And there is nothing in the Sharia that does not mean mercy for mankind. However, I want to quickly correct an impression that when you hear about Sharia, what comes to your mind is stoning adulterer to death, cutting the hands of thieves, and so on and so forth. Well, these are the hudud of the Sharia, and they are there, and there is no apology for them. If anybody fears this and because of this objects to the Sharia, we want to say logically that this person is a criminal. If you are not an adulterer, why are you afraid of being stoned to death? At any rate, you are also ignorant because the Sharia does not apply to you. If you're not a believer in it, it does not apply to you, except even where it is an Islamic and therefore Sharia state. If you are not caught, you cannot be judged by the Sharia. And then, are you a criminal that you are afraid of being caught? Are you sure that you will definitely infringe on the law, and that is why you hate it? Or are you just sentimental? Is there any law, fundamental human right in the world that is better than the Sharia? Now let's take a bit of the Sharia. Briefly, we can divide Sharia into three. It is Sharia when you regulate your life according to the will of Allah. You don't tell lies. You don't steal. You don't commit adultery or fornication. You don't cheat. It is Sharia. The Sharia applies to you personally. Why? Because you believe that you don't need a policeman to arrest you for committing a sin. So the Sharia has to do with sin and crime. Both have equal weight. But the weightiest, the heaviest is a sin and a crime. It is a sin to associate partners with Allah. And how does this regulate the society? It is a human being that rivals God. It is human beings that want to give laws that can cause trouble on the earth. It is Sharia that says only Allah is the lawgiver. So when you disobey man and obey Allah alone, you do not only get reward, you stabilize the society. When you obey man and disobey God, you do not only commit a sin against God, you also commit a sin against man. Sharia says no. The greatest sin is shirk, associating partners with Allah. So if it's a sin, then you avoid it personally, following the Sharia of Allah. You are a contributor to the reconstruction of the society. You are a stabilizer of the society, because the God you believe in that gives you law alone will not allow you to commit crimes, because there is nothing Allah asks you not to do which is not a crime against man. And there is no crime against man that offends Allah that affects him. So we have the second one, the societal Sharia, that is human relation. How do we relate with one another? Marriage, child care. Marriage provides consanguine relationship. Consanguine relationship makes you take all the families of your spouse as yours, and then you create peace. You extend purity, you extend goodness, you extend charity, and then you extend peace in society. Then the third one is state ordinances. State ordinances are to control crimes. Don't steal. If we cut your hand, it will be a deterrent to others. Don't commit adultery. Don't dishonor people. Don't do anything to cause havoc in society. Don't constitute yourself into insecurity. If you are a bandit, if you are a kidnapper, you are engaging in a robber. What you are is a criminal to the state, although you are causing trouble to fellow human beings. you are offending the state, offending Allah, offending human beings. You should be eliminated. The fear of being eliminated will make you stay away from being a bandit, a Boko Haram, a kidnapper, and any other sundry criminal. So the Sharia has the deterrent effect. And the deterrent effect is enough to control the society and bring the society to sanity. And it is not just to scare people, to inflict pain on people, to hurt people. It is to make people live according to the dictates of their creator in their personal life, in their interpersonal social relation, and between them and the state, which is the authority to control crime, to control the society, and to bring stability to the society. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.